Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Farming Valley. Why don't you have a look at our money? We have 47 gold to our name at the moment. I actually just spent pretty much everything that we had on seeds, because we are starting to get low on carrot seeds, also beetroot seeds, so I had to restock those. And I blew through pretty much everything. But tomorrow we should have a lot of money because both these fields of sweet potatoes just came in. And I harvested those and got those sold. Okay, they've all went through. And then these two fields of beetroots came in. And I got those sold. And then in addition, which I actually need to harvest that. But then in addition, this beetroot field and all these carrots, all three of these carrot fields came in. So we've got a lot of money coming in tomorrow, which is exciting. Very, very exciting. Harvest this fodder out so it can come in probably one more time before the end of the year. I mean, honestly, I don't need it. We have so much fodder, it's ridiculous. But anyways, today we are going to be getting into bees a bit more than what we did before. Now, tomorrow is a Sunday, so the general store is not going to be open. But that's okay. At least I don't think she's open on Sunday. I think Saturday was her short day, I think. And then she won't open again until Monday, right? Yeah, okay. That's fine. There's no problem with that. That kind of fits into my plans. So anyways, let's, no, there's a lot of mobs out. Okay. Let me sleep real quick. Tomorrow we won't have to harvest as much, so shouldn't be as bad. Let's take a look. Unless spinach came in. Or eggplants. Eggplants have not come in. Okay, no crops today. But, if you notice, we have 57,000 now. We go from 47... there's mobs here, too. We go from 47 gold to 57,000 in a single day. In a single bound. And all that stuff will be on the same timer, except maybe sweet potatoes. So, the next time it comes around, we'll have all those carrots and beetroots coming in. It's going to be a lot of money. We should have spinach coming in any day now. Of course, I want to save up money because this is our last season for the year. But we are going to spend a little bit of money today. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and pull this up. Our apiary that was over here, that we barely used. I mean, I'd swing by here ever so often and rotate the bees around, but we weren't using it too much because it was so far out. Let's see, that's all birch forest. This is shrubland. I want to check something with the shrubland. Okay, so we have a modest princess. We'll go ahead and throw it together with our common drone. I can't scan bees just yet, which I would like to get that up and going. Okay, it is too cold in the shrubland. That's too bad. That is too bad because the area where our apiaries are actually going to be set up at is a shrubland. So, yeah, that's too cold and too humid. So I'll tell you what, I almost wonder if I should move this. If I'm running modest, I may be able to run this over to our savanna area. Like, this is savanna right here, so let's try this. That's too cold as well. What in the world does she want? Oh, wait, that's shrubland. Okay. Wait a second. Let me scooch this over a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, that modest queen, she can work in the savanna, so that'll be good. We'll set her up right here, and she is now running. Now, I noticed this area back here, and I think I may have noticed it before. The area where our actual bee part is going to be is right in here. This is all shrubland. So, some of our bees might work okay in this, but honestly, until we get alvearies, I don't know how much we'll be able to use this. That's the worst thing about bees early on, is they're so biome specific. So we're going to have to work around that. But anyways, we got that going. Let's get our bee stuff together, and I want to make an apiary's chest. Okay, well, it's 5 honeycombs. I may not be able to pull that off yet. Let me see. We may have to go out bee hunting first. There's 2 parched combs and a honeycomb, and then we've got this stuff for bees. I'm going to go ahead and grab all of our bee stuff so it's together. And then what did I do with the smoker and the scoop? Okay, we're going to go out and find ourselves some bee places, some beehives, and break those down. I guess, let's see, I guess we'll head off in this direction to the south and see what we can come across. I mean, honestly, at this point, I could live without the apiary's chest, but it's something that we're definitely going to need in the nearest future. It's handy to have anyways, so I figure we'll go ahead and get it and set it up in our bee area. Alright, here we go. Smoke these guys out. And there's another comb. Okay. And I don't have any pristine stock bees at all right now. Which is another thing that I would like to get for future use. I don't really have to have them right this second, because right now we're more focused on just breeding the bees. So, but today I would like to get scanners and squeezers and stuff like that in place. We'll start off with just a little bit of bees, because I want to get that apiary's chest. There we go. There's 3 honeycombs. I believe we can mix and match on those. So, that should be fine. There's another beehive. We have a lot of meadows around us. Another ignoble stock. Nothing but ignoble stocks. Like, pristine chance in this pack must be awful. And it's funny because you compare it to like all the mods. All the mods I'm not planning on going as crazy with bees as we're going to be doing in this pack, like long term. I always forget that that's there. Because I'm going to have to fill a lot of that in. But mainly just the top layer. I'm not going to fill in all of it. But okay, so let's see. She's kicking through. Because I would like to start scanning the bees. Because I think what we're going to do is we're going to, well, eventually we'll have pristine. Right now I guess we'll have to do ignobles, but we'll build up, we'll try to get drones that are purebred. So, like for example, modest, there'll be modest, common, stuff like that. But we'll get into that once we get into scanning, so, because we can't look at those stats right now, but anyways, let me get, go ahead and get ourselves a chest, and then I'm going to want a piece of glass. Let's get our apiary's chest. There we go. And this thing is super handy. It's super handy whenever you're going through bees, like, especially initially when you have just all these different bees, like loose bees everywhere. And I guess, I need to check my animals while I'm over here, but I guess for right now we're going to set this up like right here, because this will eventually be our bee area. And you can see species 3 out of 37, that's how many species that we found. And if you look right here, you can see all kinds of different stats on this. This is like bees that they can breed into, like bees that are their related species or whatever. Let's just go ahead and dump all of our bees in here. And this thing gives us storage space for lots and lots of bees. And it will stack any bees that are the same. And then later on we can scan them and all that good stuff. But so anyways, we'll just tuck those into there just to have like a dedicated place to store up our bees. She's still going. Okay, so next up what I want to do is I want to get a portable analyzer. Handheld genetic analyzer for bees, trees, and butterflies. This is made in the Carpenter. So we are going to have to get ourselves a Carpenter, and that is bronze, which we have to purchase, and then a sturdy casing we have to purchase. Okay. We have to purchase, like, everything. So, oh yeah, I still need to check my animals. I'll check them before nighttime. Actually, I think he's already closed, isn't he? Yeah, he's already closed. Okay, I'll have to wait till tomorrow, but then I can run by, because we're going to make another apiary. At least one more. I can't remember how much bee houses are. I think they're 10,000 a piece, aren't they? I think so. I think it's like 30,000 for an apiary. Terrible. Absolutely terrible, because we're going to need a lot of those before it's all said and done. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and sleep. Oh, wait. I see an Enderman. I've got to go kill it. Even though there's like tons of mobs over here, I have to go fight this Enderman. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. There we go. We got an ender pearl. Awesome. Okay. let me run away here. And I'm just going to run into the house. Because I've got like a trail of zombies and spiders after me, so this should be the best option that we've got. Okay, so we're up to 2 ender pearls now. Great. Good stuff. Which I was considering making a chunk loader this episode. I did go into the configs and turn off the need for fuel on those, by the way. I don't remember if I mentioned that. Just cleaning up all the riffraff. Alright, so let me go check the farms real quick. Nope, sweet potatoes are in. Yeah, it's like every other day these come in. And I hate these things because they're so hard to harvest. They're so low to the ground. It's really hard to aim at these things. Oh, and it looks like eggplants are in as well. This is actually kind of bizarre because you'll notice some of these crops aren't planted, but it's really random. Like, they're off now. And I don't know why, because I mean, it's not a chunk load issue like me sleeping too far away or something. And the sprinklers have been being updated like every day. So I'm not really sure why they're lopsided like that, but that's fine. That means I'm going to have like sweet potatoes to harvest every single day. Now this side I didn't do it to. I have no clue. I have no clue what would cause that, but anyways, the stuff's harvested. Let me check the animals real quick. Go ahead and get that done for the day. And then we're going to go do a little bit of shopping. Oh, and our bee's done. We got it cultivated. Aha. I keep trying to breed that up, I guess, for right now. Okay, so blacksmith should be open by now. We'll stop by his place first because I want to see how much money I have left. If I can even... Oh... I guess we're going to go for like 2 apiaries this month because I've got to save money for the end of the year. Like I have to. We're already 10 days through autumn. So we need, let's see, sturdy casing and then 6 bronze. Go ahead and grab that. And then let me go ahead and check. Let's see, we're going to get the carpenter made. And then we're going to need to get... a centrifuge, that's another sturdy casing, and then 6 copper, which we've actually got, I think, a decent amount of copper. And then we're going to want a squeezer, which is 10, and another sturdy casing. So let me go ahead and just get the stuff for that. So, sturdy casings. Whoa! Those are 20,000 apiece, I just noticed. We're down to 17,000. Okay, let's go with 2 sturdy casings for right now. That'll be okay. And then let's go ahead and get ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copper, just to make sure we've got enough. I can't remember how much copper we actually have in total. And then we're going to need some tin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're at 16,000. For some reason, I was thinking sturdy casings were like 1,000 a piece or something like that. I was way off. Way off. Okay, so the carpenter, that's glass that we're going to need. So, 2, and we'll go ahead and get ourselves a carpenter. And then I guess we'll go with the centrifuge next. That's copper and 2 more glass. 2. And what all did I need? I'll go ahead and grab the stuff that we need to make our portable analyzer. That's redstone, 4 pieces of tin. Course. Looks like we're not going to be getting I'm going to go double check the prices on the bee houses, but I'm pretty sure they're 10,000 a piece. I think it's 30,000 for each apiary, which is crazy. Bees are so expensive. I'm kind of glad we waited a little bit longer than we were originally going to start this. Okay, I bought 4 more tin, and then we're going to need to get ourselves a diamond, 2 redstone, and 2 glass panes. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab our stuff for power. Our LV wire connector, our relay, and our LV wire coil. Because we're going to have to plug that up as well. Each of these are going to need power. So, which I've been debating, because I'm going to have it underneath that window. I've been debating how I want to set up the power. And I think I'm going to go underground for the power. To plug that up, I do believe. Yeah, they're 10,000 a piece for the bee houses. Awesome. Awesome times. Those are a tad bit expensive. Like starting into bees, like really actually starting into bees is very, very expensive. Because 1 apiary is definitely not going to cut it. Like, Honestly, 2, 3, 4, 5, none of that's enough. We need quite a few of these. So, it's something we're going to have to build on over time. But anyways, let's go ahead and set up our forestry stuff. I'm going to have the carpenter... Let's see, I guess altogether, in this room, as far as forestry machines go, we are going to have... a work table. I might actually end up making some of those. Those would be nice to have, and they're super cheap. I didn't even think about setting some of those up, but realistically, it's not like we use the same recipes too often. But let's see, we'll have a carpenter, a centrifuge, a fermenter, maybe a moistener, because we could make like mossy stone bricks with that. And I don't know, and podzol, which would be useful. We could also make those with vines, but podzol, I don't think there's any easy way. And mycelium, no. So we'll probably have a moistener. And then a squeezer we'll have. And then a thermionic fabricator. So like six machines, I think. As far as things that'll need power. The work table won't need power, so I'm going to have a few of those in here probably. Yeah, so like 6 machines, and we've got... That actually works perfect. We'll have them lined up just right there underneath the... right underneath the window. So that is great. Let's go ahead and move this guy over to there for right now. Alright, so we're going to set our carpenter up right here. I'm just going to go ahead and pull up this whole section of floor here. And like I said, I think we're going to go underneath the floor for this. I'm just mining around right now trying to find... There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so we're going to have an LV wire relay setting right here. Let me pull up this block real quick. Okay, what about now? There we go. Okay, so we're going to link that to there. And then we're going to have... Or actually, wait. We're going to link it to... right here, I think. There we go. And then what we'll do is we're just going to bring this out. Let me bring this out a little bit further here. Because I have to kind of run straight lines. I think that's the most efficient way here. And then we're going to have another... Actually, open up the ceiling a little bit. We'll have another LV wire relay setting like right here. And connect that up. And then we just have to bring it down through here to right in here. Let's see. Okay, I guess what we'll do is we'll have the relay setting like right there, maybe? Yeah. That'll work. And then let me get out of here. Okay. And then the carpenter right here, we're going to have our LV wire connector just sitting on the bottom of this. And we'll go ahead and connect this up with some power. And then we'll have, say, the centrifuge will be setting like right there. And we'll have a wire connector right there. And I'm going to run wires to each of these machines from this central relay connection. Carpenter, centrifuge, there we go. And I am going to need another LV wire coil. Those are bought at the general store. General store is closed right now. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's go ahead and get this thing laid out. So let's take a look at the portable analyzer. And we have to lay this recipe out like so. Let's do 10, and we're going to put it into that inventory here. And then we've got redstone, diamond, and glass. And this takes 2,000 water to craft. So let's go grab ourselves a little bit of water. And we'll just dump this stuff inside of the carpenter. And the only place you can really see down in there is like right here. But there's not really any other conduits to use in place of that. So, I don't know, I might put like steps or something just to kind of hide those just to hide that power conduit. Or maybe I'll put work tables. Like 2 there, 2 there. I think that would work okay. Alright, so anyways, we've got our water, and this is going to start crafting for us. And there is our portable analyzer. Handheld genetic analyzer for bees, trees, and butterflies. Awesome. Which we are going to be getting into tree breeding fairly soon as well. So that's exciting. Because there's actually a lot of special trees and stuff that we'll be able to use for building once we start getting into forestry trees. So I'm very excited for that. Oh, there is a... Isn't there a scanner? The analyzer from forestry. There is this, which is handy. We'll probably just use that for like maybe automation purposes or something. I don't know. I might end up having one in that building too, though. We'll see. We shall see. So anyways, let me go check the farm. And I should have... Yeah, see, this stuff is all out of whack. Like, this stuff is not growing. I almost feel like the water's not updating properly. Like, it thinks it doesn't have water in the sprinklers or something. Is the only thing I can assume. Because these should have grown by now. Those other sweet potatoes. Okay, our spinach came in, by the way. So I'm going to grab this stuff and get the next thing of spinach planted. Also, our industrial hemp is in. I'm going to wait a little bit to harvest that. I have, like, no place to store that stuff anymore. Because I have to get these storage upgrades into the drawer for that. I don't want to spend the money on it right now. And honestly, we have so much industrial hemp that we could make, like, 5 windmills. So, I don't have a whole lot of need for industrial hemp at the moment. Okay, it's actually, I just noticed it's too hot for our common queen here. So I'm going to go check the shrublands. I'm hoping that the common queen will be able to work in the shrublands. Maybe. At least we could maybe have some bees. Like, once we get our common bees all situated, we could maybe have some bees that could work out here in the shrublands. But, yes. Okay. She can work in the shrublands. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Alright, so we've got 36,000. Now that I think about it, I don't actually need the squeezer right now. I don't guess. Because I'm not making seed oil to make apiaries. So, I tell you what. It's the 11th. I'm going to go ahead and blow... Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and blow like 30,000 and get another apiary today. So we can at least have 2 of them. And then it's probably going to be the last big bulk buy I can do for the year. Because we're quickly approaching the end of the year. I need to make sure we have money for seeds and stuff for next spring. We actually have spring seeds to start us out. So, that's not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and get like 6 LV coils. And then let's get, yeah, those are only 500 each. I'm going to go ahead and get 4 of those. And then I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 bee houses. We have 1,000 gold. But we have spinach money coming in for tomorrow, so we'll be alright. It's not like I have to buy seeds or anything. Well, now that I think about it, I have 10 spinach seeds. I don't actually have enough spinach seeds, but I don't have enough money to really spend on it. I'll probably pick up spinach seeds tomorrow. Okay, so the bee house, it is 3 slabs, 3 planks. Alright, so we'll get another apiary. So that makes 2 of them at least that we've got. And I'm going to go ahead and just dump all that stuff into here. Okay, now we should be all sorted. I've only got 1 honeycomb right now. But that's okay. That's okay. Once we get all this stuff going, we'll have more, but... Alright, we got modest princesses. Yeah, we'll just go with a modest. And we'll set her up and see if she will play in the shrublands. I don't think she will. I think we're going to have to move her, but... yeah, it's too cold, no flowers, sky obstructed, yeah. So we'll just set her up in the savannah then. So, like right here, that's as good a place as any, and there's a poppy. Does the poppy not work? I'm guessing it's not working. Okay, let me go grab a different flower. She may want, like, a desert, some kind of desert flower. So we've got cactus. I'm going to try cactus. If I could scan her, we could see what like specifically what kind of flowers she likes. But I'm thinking she wants like desert flowers, which if so, cactus will count. We'll just put that like right there. Yeah, okay. Now she's running. So that's what she was wanting, was cactus. Okay. So anyways, let's go over here. Let's get this centrifuge plugged up so we can start breaking down the combs that we get, because we are going to need to start getting honey. Which right now we're going to have to kind of... Oh, you know what? I deposited my cable. Let me go grab that real quick. Okay. Let's connect this up. Because bear in mind, these relays can connect to like infinite places, whereas the connectors, they can't. They can only connect to one other thing. So, alright, so we'll take our parched comb, we'll drop it into there, let that start running. And there we go, it's in the middle slot. Then the progress bar is going to fill up on this. And we got our very first honey drop, which is what we're after. Now the worst thing is right now, it takes a while before you have ample amounts of honey. Like it really does. We did get some wax, which we can use to make wax casts, and scented paneling a bit later, which is used to make our alvearies. And eventually we'll have so much of that stuff. Like, more beeswax than we know what to do with. So, anyways, we'll grab our honeycomb, or our honey drop, we're going to put it into our portable analyzer. And then we can scan a bee or a tree or a butterfly if we wanted to. So let's pop over here. Let's see how our bees are doing. I think I'm going to wait till these bees get done running before I use the portable analyzer on them. So I'll tell you what, let's pop up here and let's make ourselves just some storage upgrades. And I guess, I don't think I have the emeralds to do emerald upgrades right now. No, I only have 3 emeralds. Alright, so I'm just going to do diamond upgrades. And what is it, 4 sticks? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn 2 of these into diamond upgrades. So we'll just do like that. There's 2 storage diamond level upgrades. I'm going to use 1 on cobblestone because that's one place that's packed full. I can't fit anymore. And then this one we'll use on the industrial hemp, which is this. So there we go. Okay, that means I can empty out this mess here. And I'll tell you what, that 10 I'm going to go ahead and throw into there. I don't need that right this second. I can hold out on making the squeezer. It's kind of expensive right now, and I don't necessarily need it at the moment, I don't guess. So. And industrial hemp. There we go. We've got over 14 stacks, but now I can harvest that industrial hemp that's over here, so. Okay, we're up to 16,000 gold at the moment. And our sweet potatoes are in. Well, some of them are. I don't know what is up with this. Like, my farm is just like bugged at the moment. I don't know why. Because I know for a fact I haven't let the sprinklers go off at all. This is like the worst season for it to bug like that, because I need to make as much money as I can in the fall. But tell you what, I wish we could sell industrial hemp. But sadly, it does not have a sell value. You can't put it into the storage or the shipping bins. Okay, but our bees are done over here. The ones that had our commons in it. So let's go ahead and grab these. And I want to scan the princess, I think. Ideally, I'd like to be able to scan like all of them, but I can't right now. So the common princess, we can drop her right into here. And you can see that she is a common modest princess. Lifespan is short. Production is fast. Is her active production speed. Her inactive is slowest. Pollination slowest. Flower type is flowers with secondary cacti. She makes 2 drones. Territory average effect none. Let's see, tolerance both 1. On our active, humidity is down by 1. Diurnal, yes. Nocturnals, no. Tolerant flyer and cave dwelling are new. She can make honeycombs, parched combs. There's her possible mutations, and then her class and all of that. Okay, so the main thing I was looking for is like this page here, and this second page here. So, I like the fast production. I do like that. Because if we could get that, like, keep that on her, then maybe... I wish I could scan one of these drones to know which one I want to go with. I'm going to throw the common in there. I don't really have any other choice. I can't scan anymore right now, so... But if we can get her, like, have her keep that fast pollination speed and get her to be, like, common, that's what I'm aiming for right now, is I'd like a common princess with the fast speed. Oh, we got a parched comb. So I could have scanned a drone, one drone. Anyways, I would like to get her bred so that she, every time she has a fast production speed. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to aim for that anyways. Alright, there's another honey drop. These things are like gold when you're starting out. It's like, yay, I got a honey drop. I have a single honey drop. And then let's take a look real quick at the frames, because I haven't looked at those. There's the untreated frame, impregnated frame, and proven frame. Basically all of these, they have different production, or they're all 2 production speed. They have different durabilities, and then genetic decay. The better frames, the less chance of genetic decay, which mainly comes into place with ignoble bees, like they can die out. So, impregnated frames, if we could do impregnated sticks, but I need the squeezer to do that, because we're going to need seed oil for that. The untreated frame is just sticks and string. So I'm going to make up a batch of those and put them into each apiary, just so we get that extra production speed. Now, we don't have access to any of the, like, modded frames. We just have the very basic bee stuff. Because normally you'll be able to make, like, different frames that, like, speed up their death, which is good for, you know, if you're breeding bees, like trying to get hybrid bees. Speeding up their death is pretty nice, but we just have access to the basic stuff. Alright, so there's 4 of them. I'm going to want 2 more of these guys. And once we get a squeezer, then we can make better frames that last longer and have better reduction to genetic decay. But right now, I mean, production's the same across the board. We just want that. We want it to be better on the genetic decay. Okay, I'm going to scan one of these guys just out of curiosity. Yeah, see, we've got slower production speed here. Well, I'm going to try for this one then. We'll shoot for that one. I'd like to get like a fast speed on like all of our bees. And we have no gendustry. And I'm actually excited about that personally. I'm not a big fan of gendustry. So, now that one, it's not daytime over here, but this one I believe, yeah, this one runs at night. So it is a nocturnal breed. That is nice. That is quite handy. Oh, I see an Enderman. Let me, you get away from my bicycle. Okay. I'll lure this fellow over. Ah, no ender pearl. Okay. Okay. But these frames are going to take durability damage steadily. I mean, even the untreated, they're going to last for a little while. What is with my farm bugging out today? Can I break the industrial hemp again? Oh, no, now it breaks them out of the ground. That's cool. Yeah, this is like totally bugged today. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's see, she's running. And this one over here, I think it was about dead, wasn't it? The princess? Or maybe not. No, I just did her again. But we just got 2 parched combs. That's awesome. That's what we want, is we want our bees producing a fair number of combs so we can get more honeydew, or I mean honey drops, scan more and be able to pinpoint the traits and stuff on our bee breeds that we actually want. So, but yeah, I mean we've got forestry started a little bit more. It's going to take, with the apiaries being as expensive as they are, it's going to take a while to really get forestry cooking, like really kicking. I do believe, because 30,000. I think by next year, because like with winter coming up, of course we're going to be doing some more farm plots, and kind of expanding the farm a little bit. So maybe by next year, 30,000 won't be too bad. I mean, it's not as bad this year as it was last year. I don't have to save up for it necessarily. It's just it's still a little bit on the expensive side. I can't go and get a bunch of apiaries, like, no problem. But anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point. Now that we've got our apiaries moved over and running and everything, I'm gonna start keeping an eye on these and working on our bees, you know, just like the rest of our animal. Whoa, 4 honeycombs. We just checked inside there and there was like nothing, and now it's like those. You'll notice those frames, they make a big difference, because now we're actually starting to get combs like pretty regular, and not just like one comb every once in a while. It's sizable amounts of combs, so we'll be able to scan a bit more. And honestly, some sticks and some string, it's not too bad. But yeah, I'll start checking the bees like a couple times a day, and they'll be just kind of like part of our animal routine that we go through each day. And I'll start kind of monitoring those. But I know it's about wrapping up point, so this episode, I'm going to end it out here. Next episode, we are probably going to be doing a little bit of speed building next episode, because I'm going to try not to spend much more money this season, unless we come into a lot of money and we have like 200,000 or something like that. In that case, I might, but I want to save up money because, of course, spring, I've got to go look. Between episodes, I'm going to sort out our tools and our seeds into our tool shed, because we're at a point now where I can do that. And I'm going to look and see how many seeds we're going to have to buy on the first day of spring. It may not be that bad, but I do know that we're going to have to buy sprinklers in the winter, so I need to plan for that as well. So I'm going to try not to spend too much money. I mean, those are only like, what was it, 10,000 a piece? It's not terrible. But I am planning on adding another 9, probably 9 plots, I think. Yeah, I think 9 plots come winter time. Another 9. So, which winter we're going to be doing a bit of mining and a bit of landscaping the farm out. And I may possibly want to buy another Maddock as well, if we have the money to do so. I will say next year we're not going to be growing industrial hemp, so there's 2 more farm plots that will be producing money, so that's going to help. I am going to keep growing fodder just because that one field of fodder is kind of nice to have. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. Stay up to date with when new videos come out. And of course, if you guys have any questions, we'll get into a lot more forestry as we go. It's just I'm kind of limited in this pack as to what I can do at the moment, because I'm limited by my number of apiaries. So it's going to have to slowly grow into bees. But bees are kind of going to be a growing pain for the farm. But one thing I like about this pack is it doesn't feel like your money is ever going to get to a point where you're like, I don't need money anymore. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.